Chief Bode George, couple of things, sir. Good to see you again, and welcome from your vacation. Two things. You were talking as if the problem in the party was all over. It's not all over. We know the problem. The problem is Wike. And this is Mr. Wike that you have supported. In fact, when recently you sold Mr. Wike to understand that Fubara should be the leader of the party in the States, I'll tell you Mr. Wike's reaction, despite all the support you gave him. He said, what about you, that you said you were going to leave the country if President Tinubu wins? But you're still here. That he doesn't take whatever you say as regards to say seriously. But this is the man that is holding the pillar of the party and pulling the party down. You have talked about, in fact, as at September, a couple of years ago, if I want to get it precisely, as at the 2nd of September 2022, you said Wike was fighting for justice as PDP crisis worsened. But it was Wike not, being a party man that has caused all this problem. So the man that you claim is fighting for justice is destroying the party, setting the party apart. What would you say, especially the reaction he gave when you were advising that Fubara should be the leader of the party, which is under PDP crisis in the state, and he said, you said you were going to leave the country, where if Tinubu loses that, he doesn't believe in what you have said. This was a man you've been speaking up for. What do you say, sir?
Now, Rufai, you see, when you meet politicians, there are politicians, there are politicians. Wike is like a son to me. When I saw the division as an elder of the party, right from that convention hall, we saw the shenanigan, we saw the manipulation. I spoke with the then chairman, IU, that, look, you made a public statement that peradventure the presidency comes from the north, you will resign your appointment. The founding fathers were grateful to be able to set up the 6 geopolitical zones in this country and attached positions so that no zone, whether you are minority or majority, will go home with 0 appointment. It was brilliant. But now you were manipulating it. And that was where the crisis started. They invited me to say I should come and lead the group to fight that mess we created at the convention hall. And let me remind you, remember that IU, the then chairman of the party, made a comment. Immediately the results were announced that, the real chief, the real winner of democracy was Governor Tambuwal. I looked at this fellow. I said, how can you do this? You told us you will resign, peradventure. The presidency comes from the north. Now you said you have 4 years, you are not going anywhere. Of course, people will react to that. It is against the party constitution to have the chairman of a party and the national presidential candidate from the same zone. It's an anomaly. Now, we led them. And I will tell you openly, when we were having the meeting was to counter the procedure because they totally neglected the other side. They kept on going on with their campaigns and all this, and I was laughing. How would you win? A house divided against itself can never stand. So we went up, and 2 days before the general election, we had a meeting in Abuja. And it was only Governor Oyo and Wike that came. They told us the stories of what they are going to do and all that. And he was saying, out of the 2 candidates from the south, I think we can go with Tinubu. I said, at this meeting, I looked around there. I said, there's nobody here who knows Tinubu than me. I can't do that. And it will be wrong for you to leave this meeting and have a communique issued that we, our group, are going to support Tinubu. No. He said, okay, sir, what do you want to do? My suggestion was, let every state go back to their states. Everybody, go back to your state, discuss it, and decide whether you want to be or you want Bola Tinubu. That was how we ended up. And there was no other meeting. Now, one important thing I want to drop up here. Yes, during the campaign period, I stated it and I meant it, that if by whatever measure Bola Tinubu wins this election, I was going to get out. You think I'm lying? Once they had that, Tinubu sent his chief of staff, who is my little brother from Lagos State. He said he wanted to see me. Bajabi Amila. It was captured all over the media. He came to say, Baba sir, my boss said I should tell you, please be calm, be this, be that. Trying to beg. They came with options and they said they were sorry because they knew they had wronged me. Okay, now, a few months after that, Papa Olushi, who is our leader, as a boy he's from my local government. Papa Olushi came to my office with Justice Ola Onimbe, the retired justice, a 95-year-old man, with two other deputy governors, to say they want to apologize. If they have apologized, what is it?
So with
and that is, I will never leave my party.
Baba, with due respect, are you back in good terms with Wike? Because for Wike to have said that and dismissed you, are you in good terms with Wike now as we speak?
No. Are you saying whether he's in terms with me or he's not in terms with me? When a child, talks to his elder, to me, I didn't see that as a disrespect. I've not set my eyes on him. I don't even remember how long. And I'm not living my life because of Wike. I saw the shenanigan going on between him and his governor. And I called the chairman of the board of trustees. I said, this is so important. You must be involved in this. Let us arrange to meet Fubara and meet Wike. What is the problem between the two of them? Let's save our party. And so the governor of Fubara gave us an appointment. I'm not the chairman of the board of trustees, but when I spoke to him, he accepted. Then he set up a committee, and I was a member. We went to Port Harcourt. We met with Fubara. He told us his own side of the story. And when I called Wike that we must see him, he said, sir, I'm going to China. When I come back, I will see you. But I had my own plans, and I was away from Nigeria. But I kept in touch with the board of trustees of the chairman. The chairman.
They need to ask, are you in good terms with Wike now? Or yes or no? Are you in good terms with Wike?
What? I have all these boys are my young, they are like my sons.
Okay.
If you misbehave, I have not seen any of them for a long time. They are. So you mean if you have your biological children, sometimes some will misbehave, some will behave well all the time, and then it is for you to be able to draw the air of that one and say, you don't behave like that.
All right, talking about drawing...
I just came back 2 days ago.
Talking about drawing
I would tell him if I saw him.
All right, thank you. So talking about drawing ears, sir, earlier when Dr. Basi had asked the question around the disciplinary committee, which you remember. I just want to clarify, first of all, are you still a member of that committee? Because I know the last time you were here, there were debates around Chief Tommy Kimi chairing that committee and you being in the PDP longer. But if you're still a part of the committee, it would be great to hear what's the update on that. Are there investigations ongoing? I know that some people have been accused of anti-party activities and we're waiting for investigation. What's the update on that?
Listen, I said it from the beginning. I don't play foolery, and I don't pretend. I'm a general. My mission, once is stated, I don't back off just like that. I looked at the list sent to me. I can never serve under Ikimi Disciplinary Committee. Me? We were the people who were the founders of this party. He was in another party. I called Damagun and all the other people there. I said, now, you want me to be a member under Ikimi? No. At my age, I will never. Why am I deceiving myself? What knowledge, what experiences, what is he bringing to table as far as PDP is concerned? And I explained myself to them. They begged me to say, sir, please, sir. I said, I will never. And I'm not joking. I won't serve under him.
All right.
It's not a matter of disrespect. It's a matter of opinion. And I know what I want. What is it that I'm still looking for now in the party?
Okay,
I can never serve in that committee. I told them.
Chief.
I wish them the best of luck.
Chief, the last time you were here.
For this Wike thing, I want to tell you.
The last time you were here, we already addressed this question. You said you will not serve under Chief Tommy Ikimi. But what do you think is next for PDP?
Oh, yeah.
2027 will soon be here. And
okay.
what is inside for the PDP?
Yeah. You know, you see, look, my brother, let me tell you. The first step, when you are going in the right course, the first step is what was taken yesterday. To be able to tell everybody, please shut up. Enough of these bickerings. Let us meet. The elders are going to meet with the governors forum, and I am sure they will debate, they will discuss, they will look at the issues from the right, from the left, and come up with a solution. And it's not a matter of trying to send anybody to jail. All the stories they have, you will call them to appear before you and to tell you what their views are. And then you take a decision. But for you not to be able to come together and talk, that will be a lasting breakdown of the party. As an elder that I've been in this party from 1998, and I was one of those elected, the first elected in the first convention, elected convention in 1999. I saw it all. They handed it over to us. When you now see people playing games, trying to defend their personal ambition and trying to defend things that are not noble, you must talk out. That's why we have the upper chamber, the board of trustees. What else do I want to become now? I'm going to the 8th floor of life. What am I looking for? But to tell the truth, sustain the party, and make sure that anybody trying to dance outside the confines will be called to order. So it is the first step. He has announced to you just yesterday, you know, you can't resolve it almost within a week. But before the next next meeting, we must have taken certain decisions. And then we go there as a united party, as brothers and sisters, not as tribal enemies or religious bigots. No. These things have taken over the party. And I feel shocked. Okay, because we were the people that those G14 people handed over to us. We must reflect that. That's what the public is looking for now. You can see what is governance. Is this governance? Is this the way we want Nigeria to go? What is the cost of petrol? What is happening in that petroleum industry? Nobody knows. Well, but I said, look, Chief, the president, yes, is the president of Nigeria. What about who is the minister of petroleum? Him. So I will advise Atiku to calm down, Wike to calm down. Let us go to the elders meeting, and we would, I am sure, we will start this discussion way back to that convention, because that was why everything started going in the wrong direction.
I mean, I'm happy you talked about cost of fuel and everything. But, sir, even you were the one that said we should be patient with Tinubu. But you were the one that said we should be patient with President Tinubu. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining about cost of fuel? Why you ask us, as our Baba, to be patient?
Okay, you know what I said? Rufai, you totally misread me. You know, I said, because he had never worked at the national level before, let us use the first year of his 4 years as a learning curve. So give him time. And I said, from that May 2024, he has already spent 1 year. So it's more than enough for him to learn. But has he learned anything? I'm not telling you give him time. Give him the first year as a learning curve. I'm an engineer by profession. You just don't graduate today and you become a chief engineer tomorrow. It takes time. And that time is in a leap 4-year term. At least give him time to learn, to study, to understand that he is away now from Lagos. Lagos is not Abuja. You have all kinds of tribes from Sokoto to Zamfara, to Katsina, to Kanu, to Borno, back to the southwest, all through the southwest, the south-south, the southeast. It's a monumental issue for him to understand that in about an hour, you will meet a Hausa Fulani man with his problem. You will meet the Beri man with his problem. You will meet the TV man with his problem. You will meet the Igbo man with his problem. You will come to Yoruba land with our own problems. You will have to resolve the crisis in the South-South. Even South-South. Edo people are different from Delta. Delta different from Bayelsa. Bayelsa, well, has some kind of relationship with rivers. Then you go to Akwa Ibom before you get to Calabar.